Oh, hi there. My name's Mitch.
And I'm Sarah.
And welcome to another episode of The Thoughtful Outsider, where we will be looking at the big issues in outdoor education. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2. In episode 1, we had a look at Bear Gully and introduced the conversation with the landscape. What are we going to be doing today, Sarah?
Today we're going to be still looking at Bear Gully, a conversation with the landscape, but we're going to be going a little bit deeper, and we're going to be using a framework to do this. The framework we'll be using is called a Living with Change framework. Hopefully it'll give us a little bit more insight into the Bear Gully experience.
So today's framework that we're looking at has 6 key areas. First of all is the program background, followed by objectives, planning, implementation, evaluation and outcomes. And this should give us a really well-rounded look at Bear Gully. So first off, we're going to be looking at the program background. Basically, when looking at Bear Gully, it gives students an opportunity to experience the coastal landscape. This is their 3rd year of a 4-year outdoor education degree. So these students have already experienced bushwalking, sea kayaking and other journey-based programs, but this is the first time where they base camp for an extended period of time. We really slow down the experience for them and give them full ownership over the activities that they are doing. The facilitator's role is basically to introduce the session and then do a small debrief at the end. But other than that, it's totally up to what the students want to get out of each session.
Program objectives. The Bear Gully, a conversation with the landscape, is revolved around 4 program objectives. The first is to become more knowledgeable about the coast and its ecological and cultural significance. The second is to develop educational camping and environmental interpretation skills. The third is to experience an outdoor environmental camp. And the fourth is to consider the pedagogical implications of these experiences. We're more likely to care about something that we have an emotional attachment to. Therefore, Bear Gully encourages you to spend time and slow down and acknowledge the place you're in, rather than just talk to issues that might seem otherworldly.
So number 3 is program planning. And basically, how do we achieve our objectives that we're setting out to meet? When we're looking at educating for sustainable development, there are a number of components. Bear Gully matches up with a few of these. These are participation, critical thinking and reflection, and value clarification and cultural thinking.
Number 4, program implementation. So how are participants empowered through shared management? Did they feel ownership over the activities that they did? Absolutely. Bear Gully really encourages students to feel empowered and have ownership over their decisions. The workshops are designed around student input and discussion, so they're very student-centred. The conversations can go wherever the students want them to. There's also a choice in workshops. The days are designed to work like a conference. So at any one session, you'll have a choice to go to 2 or 3 different workshops, so you have ownership over which activities you like to do. Students are also responsible for their cooking and camp setup, basically camp living. So they decide where they're going to set up their tents, what they're going to cook for dinner, when they're going to cook dinner. It's a very socially engaging camp. And second time around, when students come back to Bear Gully, they're actually the ones in charge of the workshops. So they're going to be facilitating the sessions and they can do whatever they like. We've seen some incredible workshops over our time.
So number 5, we'll be looking at the evaluation of the Bear Gully program. There are a number of evaluation strategies that are used for this program. First of all, we have staff debriefs, where we discuss what works well and what we need to change for next year's program. Secondly, we have student assessments as a form of program feedback. So we look at what they've written and whether they've engaged with unit concepts when they are writing their assignments. And finally, the unit goes under evaluation as per all Monash units.
Alrighty, so section 6, we've come to outcomes. So does the Bear Gully experience meet any sustainability outcomes? At this moment, I don't think we can categorically say whether we do or don't meet sustainability outcomes. But what Bear Gully does do is lay the groundwork for a relationship with the environment. Now these are future educators that come to Bear Gully, so they're future teachers that will be going out into the world. So for them to have this experience, to potentially engage in further environmental programs, is the real aim of this program.
So there you have it, guys. We've unpacked the Bear Gully experience through looking at a framework.
So where to next? I think it might be quite interesting to speak to some students that did the Bear Gully experience that are now teaching in the profession and see what impact this may or may not have had on their teaching lives.
Awesome, I reckon that's a great idea, Sarah. We might do that in the next episode. We'll see you soon.